Guess I might as well get things set up while I get things set up. I guess. I don't know. Oh, wow. Huh. I think in apt you can do that. Or I feel like I've done that in scripts before. Interesting. Huh. Well, how's everybody doing? I think that this is going to be a pretty low energy, low expectation stream for me anyway. I don't know. I don't expect a huge turnout because I don't really have anything planned. I didn't really hype the stream up, and it's the 4th of July here in the States, so yeah, I don't really know what to expect. So I'm not going to expect much. Hey folks, friendly and frequent faces I see in chat there. So my plan for this stream is to hopefully brainstorm with some of you in chat about what kind of benchmarks or ways to gather analytics and data to present in a good way for the benchmark videos that I guess I have planned. I actually don't have any planned. This is just kind of the information gathering stage. I just noticed that my webcam that I use for work claims that it's on, but luckily for me it's pointing at the ceiling, so if that, like, it's not in the preview. I've never seen it do that before. I don't like it. I need to unplug that thing. I don't even use it very often. Analytics. Do you have a Discord server? Yeah. Yeah. You can get to it. I mean, yeah, I have a Discord server in like community. If you go to egee.io, it's at the bottom. But it's not really a community for me. It's a community of people that I know, uh, personally or otherwise, and everybody congregates in the Discord. So we have events sometimes and game nights and things like that. But yeah, that's enough of that. So, funnily enough, I can't seem to find my notes for that show. That it's not that well. Benchmarks aren't really a show. They could be. They could be. I'm kind of. I mean, this is. I guess this is all kind of part of the brainstorming session. So right now, the channel is really all about distro delves, and I'm really happy about that. But that doesn't really. I don't really have a lot of time between IRL work and YouTube stuff to branch out and do different stuff, different videos and things. It's just not easy, especially this week. This week for me at work was just like 100%, 110% all week, and it was really rough. And that leads us to today, where I have no plans because I haven't been able to put any thought into this stream, unfortunately. And the idea of doing a benchmark sort of stream like this isn't a benchmarking stream. This is just a brainstorming stream about benchmarking. But that's the best that I could come up with midday yesterday. Would tutorials return? Yeah, yeah, they would. I asked on Patreon what content I used to do that people would like to see, and the votes were overwhelmingly towards benchmarking, which I was expecting, and I'm happy about. I like benchmarking, but I also used to do coding videos, and I also used to do DevOps videos, and I haven't done those in probably a year or more even. And uh, I don't actually like doing those sorts of videos very much because they're a lot of work. They're a really lot of work to produce. And that was kind of my main reason for not doing them very much. But also, the view throughput is really poor. The retention is good, but the view throughput is bad. And with new people doing YouTube videos that are way more kind of known by the community and produce way higher quality, like production value, not necessarily content value. I think that the way that I deliver content is really good, and it's a way that people can learn and understand what the concepts are. I think that I do that really well, but as far as production quality, I don't think my stuff is very good. So those are kind of the two and a half reasons why I stopped doing those sorts of videos. They're a lot of work, not very many people watch them, and there are other videos out there that are better. But I do understand that people enjoy those videos, so I might delve back into those subjects, as it were. So that is like coding stuff like Phaser and JavaScript and things, and then like Ansible, Terraform stuff. Does it really matter if I install Arch Linux using the command line or through Zen? Not really. Both the Zen command line will give you a normal Arch install. Yeah, that's cool. So I think that the first place, do I like JavaScript? Yeah, it's my main language that I use as far as coding. I can use just about anything, but if I'm working on a personal project where I don't have to worry about contributors, I'll use Node.js. Probably TypeScript, actually. I like TypeScript. I like TypeScript for the niceties that it brings. Am I still using Solus? Yeah, I am. So this is my host machine, and this is still the worst station. If any of you, to be honest, I recognize all of you. If you guys remember from the Solus stream when I installed this, uh, I called it a worst station by accident, and I rolled with it. Somebody liked it in chat, so I was like, hey, yeah. Have you heard of Dino instead of Node.js? Yeah, I've heard people talking about it. I read somewhere that they're dropping internal support for TypeScript or something. I don't know. I'm not really following it. TypeScript is less broken. I actually don't care for types all that much. It's not about the static typing. It's about the tooling that the TypeScript compiler brings with it. Is you don't have to worry about Babel or compatibility nonsense. You just tell the TypeScript compiler what you want the output to be, and it's like, okay, that's just that alone is worth. I mean, TypeScript doesn't really cost anything. Like you don't really have to. I guess you kind of have to change your coding style, but it's fine. And I really like standard JS, so the style and linting of standard JS, and you can use ESLint to have TypeScript standard, which isn't like officially supported, but I can write standard JS using TypeScript, and I like that. But yeah, so yeah, coding. So back to the point of this video. This is about OpenSUSE that just came out. I like to use it. I've always used OpenSUSE as a test bed because it has a pretty neutral position in the community. It's not divisive like in any way. So like if I were to choose Ubuntu, people would get pissed off at me. If I were to choose Arch, people would get pissed off at me. If I couldn't choose Fedora really. So OpenSUSE is kind of the last option. And um, yeah, so when you use Tumbleweed, you can just install whatever desktop you want, and you have a stable rolling build with the desktop that is kind of customized for OpenSUSE, but Tumbleweed isn't really. So I think that it's pretty agnostic, and the results can be transferred across distros. That's why I use Tumbleweed. This is OpenSUSE Leap though, because Leap just came out. Did I not install NeoFetch here? What about Slackware? I don't know anything about Slackware. Uh, it like some like if you might watch my videos and think that I know everything there is to know about Linux and Linux distros, but there are a lot of distros I haven't even touched. Slackware is one of them. You don't mind JS as long as it's not overused in sites or used in local programs? Well, nah. I have a CLI that I wrote in Node that was highly inspired by another CLI that I used that was written in Node. It's actually really good because Node is really easy to natively call native operating system functions or even shell functions straight from the code, and you get those return values really easy. And the way that Node is asynchronous all the time, if you've got a bunch of commands, which you oftentimes do in operations that are not deterministic, you just need to get return values of stuff. You just call them in Node, and they all, unless you tell them to run synchronously, they all just run together, and then you can coalesce the return values in any way you want. But it makes it really, really useful for um, operations that require a lot of return. It's a surprisingly good language for backend stuff. Node.js is. It just the packaging and operational aspect of it can be kind of a bear because you have npm and node pack. You know, it can be kind of messy if you don't know how it all works. But that's how I felt about Python when I was getting into it. I was horrified at how convoluted Python modules are. Like it's all convention driven, but it's like the documentation isn't good and the errors aren't. It's just I didn't like working with Python very much at all. But yeah, so this is OpenSUSE Leap 15.2. I think that it's fully updated. This is a really cool looking NeoFetch, I have to say. This is really cool looking. Let's do a quick update and get everything, you know, updated. And then we'll start looking at benchmarks. So anyways, this is like the third time I've gotten sidetracked. So basically, the channel is like distro delves. I've got so many distros that people have requested that there's not enough time in the year for me to cover them. Hey Teal, good morning. Moxie, you're starting to learn Rust, even though you've Rust is deep, but good on you for trying to pick it up. Python seems pretty simple to understand. You tried C. Python and C are remarkably similar. Just the syntax are different, but the semantics are very, very similar. Every time I turn around, I'm like, this is C. Hmm? Like the way you cast values and stuff is like, it's just very C-like. Slackware is insane. Everything needs to be compiled. That's how Gentoo is. You can barely do Bash, HTML, and CSS. I've been doing a lot of Bash lately. I feel really shameful. I am ashamed of myself for writing so much Bash lately. But I don't really have time to refactor it and make it all work. Normie here. Hey, how's it going? Let's do a quick reboot. So yeah, distro delves and then benchmarks. So the distro delve series is going to end in October, and something will happen to Egee, and I haven't firmly decided on what, but it won't be good. Like it won't be positive. And then after that, I was thinking about taking November or December or possibly both to explore the benchmark thing and maybe have a mini series going where it's just like all benchmarks all the time in December or something. I think that'd be kind of fun to end the year on. But the problem is that I don't, and I talked about this in the benchmark video that I did recently, and nobody seemed to have a problem with it, which I was really happy about. But that doesn't mean I don't want to improve it. Is that I don't feel like the test that I did was very good. So it's like open the welcome app, open htop, open the system monitor, and just like basically do a bunch of stuff and then record the values and then close it all. And like it sounds cool. Like it sounds cool, but I just didn't like the way it was executed. It felt very unscientific. Like that there was a lot of possible variables that I didn't like, but nobody else seemed to have a problem with it. So maybe I'm overthinking it. I'd be okay with that. Hey, Lamer. Have I learned Vim? No, I've no interest in Vim. I use Nano for everything. What about the Phoronix benchmarks suite? I haven't had. We can try it. When I was starting up distro delves last year, I think in October when I was kind of prototyping stuff, my original plan was to use Lamer. You like Nano too? Nano is so simple. That's why I like it. It's just like it's really really simple to use. The keybinds are like to find stuff it's Control W, and to cut stuff it's Control K, which is a little weird, but it's not terrible. Yeah, Nano is keep it simple for real. It really is. So when I first started getting into distro delves and I thought that I wanted a benchmark segment to it, which it doesn't have anymore, But back then, I wanted a segment dedicated to benchmarks and stuff. It was a very ambitious idea for the series. I tried Phoronix, and the problem that I've had is that the behavior is grossly inconsistent across distros, in large part because of how the distro packages it. So, okay, get the distro agnostic version. But the distro agnostic version still installs tests that depend on the system's dependencies. So if I'm going between really wildly different distros, like from Gentoo to CentOS to Debian testing, it's just not going to work. So if I pick specific benchmarks, at the time I wanted the same repeatable set of benchmarks. Now the videos are the episodes are quite a bit different. But at the time that just didn't work because I would try to run an IO test and it wouldn't work or something. Does that command line work on? Oh, okay, this is the Manjaro thing. You prefer micro because it's more modern and it has clipboard integration. Really? I've never heard of. I think I may have heard of micro, but is it a thing? How do you find it? Is it called micro? Oops. Micro tools. Is it called something else? Hey, Farron. Yeah, I don't know. Oops. Oh, I meant to type clear. Stop. Micro is like nano, but Vim. We got an error like right out of the gate. See, look at this. This doesn't this doesn't fill me with confidence. Like right out of the gate, it's got problems. I don't know. Let's just try. Let's try to do something simple. KDE Neon 20.04 is out, or the preview is out. Snit list test usage. Is it suites? Oh, come on. Autofill it. There. Available tests. That's what we wanted. Sure. Case sensitive, of course. Micro is made by Microsoft. Not too many distros include micro. Oh, well, there's that. Like I could write a script to automate a lot of this. Run test, is it like that? Yeah. Or do you have to install it first? So another problem that I had with Phoronix is that I don't know how long any of these are going to take. And most of them take like hours. So let's do like dbench. System dbench? What the hell? PTS. PST. Please send tell. Why wouldn't it just install it? Like, really? Oops. Oh, Jesus. What the hell's wrong with it? What am I doing wrong? Am I spelling it wrong? Hello from Norway. Hey, how's it going? Some of them do take a long time. And oh, is it maybe just install? It is just install. See that it's installing system dependencies to do this. So this just doesn't scale across distros. Geekbench does, because Geekbench, I have Geekbench actually. I brought it. I brought it along. That's why I liked using Geekbench, because it works everywhere. It's just a binary. That's it. It's good stuff. KDE should be rewritten. I mean, you could look at Nitrix. Nitrix is an alternate take on KDE. Well, what is it actually? NX Desktop. That's what it is. Sudo snap. Really? Oh, this doesn't have snap. You probably can't even get snap on this. I guess I could try it on my host. It's a classic snap. How did they get that in there? Nitrix is still KDE but modified. Snap bin was not installed. What? Well, it's clearly in my path. Cool. I'll have to. Oh, it doesn't have the same bindings. Well, to hell with that. No. Oh, does it? Did I do something wrong? Oh, it does. Okay. I guess I didn't see that. Hey, great Said. Okay. Oops. All right, that's installed. So apt needs to be rewritten. I don't think that will ever happen. Rust. Disk test configuration. What are these numbers? I don't know what they mean. 1. See, look at that. 44 minutes. Forget it. No way. Like that. So to answer your question, that's why the Fronix test suite isn't really an option. The tests have to be really simple, they have to be portable, and they have to be fast. It can't be 2 of the 3. It has to be all of the 3. And if you look at something like Geekbench, look at this. When I show it in videos, I speed it up, but it's just fast. And we can see it running in the background. Oh, that's single threaded. That's kind of funny. Cool. Well, for games, the best option is to run in-game benchmarks. Yeah. Yeah, the problem with that, like with Distro Delves episode, is that means that you see the same episode over and over. I mean, you see the same games over and over again. I don't like that. Like I watch back the videos and I'm like, how many times are people gonna see like Mad Max? It's like not even an interest in. I don't think it's a very interesting game, so it just got old, so I stopped doing that. That's how season 2 has been. It's just been me changing stuff all the time. I think that the general structure of the episodes is the same, but the content keeps changing. Hey Mitchell. So let's open up Yast software and let's go searching for benchmarks. 2020 needs a rewrite. We're only halfway through it. Needs to be unmounted. LXD is dead. You sure it hasn't been forked? Whoa. KDE should follow some Deepin design. Yeah, Deepin's desktop is cute all around, isn't it? Is Flatpak broken here? I think it is. Oh gosh. Oh man. The benchmark's really tanking the system. Oh, now we're doing the multi-core stuff. Oh, duh. That's why it was single-threaded. That's why, yeah, I'm stupid. Hello from Algeria, North Africa. Hello, hello. Hope everything is well over there. The problem with Linux is everyone is forking everything instead of contributing to the main projects. Yes, that is individuality at work. Individualization? Individual, yeah. People would rather work in their own silos and everything. Yeah, open source development is a lot harder than you might think. Please keep Distro Delves episodes. Yeah, they're Distro Delves. Distro Delves episodes aren't going anywhere, but Egee, the series, the season is going to end later in towards the end of the year, and we'll see what happens next year. But the point of this stream is to see if we can come up with some better. This is kind of something that I could have just as easily done on my own time, just by myself. But I thought that it might be fun to hunt for benchmarks and things. See, look at this. This is done, and it did all these tests just like that, and you can upload it to the Geekbench browser. This is just a really, really good program. That's why I like it. So we got the Phoronix test suite. If you guys know of any tests in the Phoronix test suite that fit all of my requirements, that are simple, portable, and fast, I would love to use them. But there's like, I don't know, maybe 100 different tests in this thing, and I just don't have the time to go through all of them and figure out which ones are good enough. So that's just, it is what it is. Put on the terminal, Egee, put the terminal on the right so phone users can see the chat in the terminal. The chat and the terminal. You mean this thing? I don't know. Does it not show the chat? I feel like if I popped the chat out and posted on the screen, oh, I see what you're saying. You mean like this? There you go. Can that go away? Oh, it's because I popped it out. I see. I love it when there's a conversation going on in chat and somebody just says no. Like, I don't know what Mubbelig was responding to, but it's just no. I gotta hold on. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so Flatpak. Just no. Or yes. Yes works too. Chat on our screen blocks the terminal. I wish YouTube had floating chat. That's not what we wanted? Oh. Oh, do you mean move the terminal over here or something? I need instructions. No, the phone are on the left. Okay, I see okay. I think I see. Mobile has the chat on the right already. He's saying move the terminal to the left so that chat doesn't cover it up. So this is the oh, okay. All right. So would you say that this area right here is a no man's land? Like the right 1/8 of the screen is an area that nobody can see? Oh lordy. Okay, the chess engine test is usually pretty decent. Okay. Oh, Mitchell, are you talking about the Phoronix test? I remember a chess test, actually. Let's see if we can find it. Well, hold on. Actually, okay, so fun fact for all of you. Flatpak is broken out of the box on OpenSUSE, both Tumbleweed and Leap. And from what I understand, it's because the open test system or open build system doesn't have any tests for Flatpak yet. And due to that, Flatpak is broken. So the fix is to simply remove that. Oops. And now it works. Flatpak is bloat. Okay, well here's the thing. I'm going to use Flatpak to install an application, and I would like for you to tell me how I would install this application without Flatpak. And the method has to be as easy or easier than Flatpak. Hey, Abhishek, how's it going? You had 3 apps installed via Flatpak and it took up 3.5. Yeah, the Flatpak runtimes are a little weird. I don't know how I feel about that. But it's a method for dependency resolution. Whether it's good or bad, I guess it depends on the platform. It's just one way of solving that problem. Is it called GTK stress or something? Yep. All right. What about app image? App image doesn't have a good distribution method. That's the main problem with app images. So like check this out. What the hell is pling? What is this? This used to be Open Desktop or something, and now it's called pling? Like, what the hell? I don't like. Is this legit? Like, do you guys know what this is? I don't like it. This looks like a scam. Like, I'm not trying to be snarky. Like, this looks like a scam site to me. Like, the logo doesn't say anything about Linux. Like, this looks like a mobile ad. Download the Pling store. Like, what? What is this? It's basically a weird repo of themes, but it's not though. It's not a weird repo of themes. Look at this, Pling app image. And you go to the Pling store and this is where you can download app images. Pling is legit and it's not a scam. Then they need to work on their website cuz this looks sketchy. Like my radar is saying get the hell away from this. You used to download macOS themes and small applications for here. Their store is an app image. Utilities. Pling looks like a rip-off Candy Crush. I know it looks like something you'd see on the Google store or something. I don't like it. Pling is also the place powering stuff like GNOME Look. It looks, yeah. Oasis, you're saying totally free XP themes? Yeah, it's something. But look at all these apps. Etcher, GitHub, and GitLab. Yeah, it'd be cool if GitLab hosted some sort of repository system that let you host and download. Part of the problem is that searching and aggregating all of the app images is not really done well. Like this is the best. This is as good as it gets, and this is not good. Please don't zip app images. Yeah, actually, yeah. Anyway, okay, we're getting like way off track here. Or no, I don't want this flatref file. I'll just do it here. Lafref. Oh geez, FlatHub isn't installed by default. My God. If you ever want to learn about new distros, just come to FlatHub Setup and look at all these logos. I've never seen this one. Look at these. Okay, these are the only ones I don't recognize. How do we feel about copying commands from web pages? Is that something we should do? Why do you use OpenSUSE? So I explained this at the beginning. I'm going to do it again. So basically, OpenSUSE is a neutral and non-divisive Linux distribution. If I were to do benchmarks on Ubuntu, people would lose their minds. If I were to do benchmarks on Arch, people would lose their minds because, well, that Arch isn't set up like my desktop, so those benchmarks suck. Okay, let's just avoid all of the drama and bullshit, and let's just go to a Linux distro that is totally neutral. Nobody really has strong feelings for positive or negative. It's just a thing, you know? So that's why I like OpenSUSE. Also, the default repos are freaking massive. You can get anything in there. You can get any desktop. Their desktops are pretty much vanilla, especially on Tumbleweed. Like they don't really customize it much at all. Unlike Manjaro, like well, you could use Manjaro. It has lots of desktops. Yeah, but they tweak the hell out of their desktops, and that's fine. Like that is totally cool for Manjaro. But when I'm looking for something just neutral and standard for a test, I prefer something like OpenSUSE Tumbleweed. and that's it. Yeah, I try my best to be pragmatic. So yeah, Solus is tarnished with these days rather silly package politics. Yeah, Solus has kind of taken a bit of a beating. I feel bad because you guys know that I like the Solus devs, but lately they've been it's nothing wrong. Like they're not doing anything wrong, but yeah, it's just things are very strange these days. TLDR about libhandy. Ubuntu benchmarks are good. Yeah, let's go back to that actually. So I want to show you guys this tool. I think I've shown it on a stream before, but it's this really cool stress test application, and this is, in my opinion, exactly the kind of stuff that Linux desktop needs. We can test using RF to see which ones die faster. It would be hard to do that in a video. Doing it live is really fun because literally anything could happen. But when you're doing it for a video and you need like the perfect shot, if you run it and it fails and something weird happens or something, it's just there. It's a lot more complicated than you might think it is. But for live streams, it's perfect because live streams you want that you like that sense of unpredictability is desirable in streams because when something happens and I get surprised and you guys get surprised, it's fun for everybody. But when I'm trying to produce and edit a video that is supposed to feel a certain way, if I run remove RF everything and something weird happens, then it just doesn't work. Everyone's creating new distros. Yeah, it is a waste of development. I agree. I've talked about that, like with Chakra. Like these guys are clearly smart and capable enough to do this, and they're to do this stuff, and they're like working on a distro that A, nobody cares about, B, is functionally broken. Like it's a waste of talent, in my opinion. That might be kind of strong, actually. I don't want to put down anybody's, abilities or desires what they work on, but from being inside the Linux community and open source community in general, it feels like a bit of a waste. Like there's the Linux ecosystem in general could benefit from so much, and these, I don't want to sound like I'm criticizing people. I'm not. It's just see wasted development effort is a bummer. Have I tried Hyper-V as a virtual machine? Yeah, I did ages ago for a work project, and it was terrible. I'm sure that it's fine now, but at the time it was just awful. The last episode of DistroDel's review Suicide Linux, yeah, it's gonna be something weird. The final episode of DistroDel's for this season is gonna be weird. I warn you now. Take a look at Boss Linux list available tests grep chess. What? Maybe CPU? CPU? What am I missing here? I know that there's a chess test. Do they not call it a chess thing? What would it be? Oh, processor. Oh gosh. See, look at all these tests. I can't possibly go through this. There's no way. Look at all these tests. There's too many with no information on. I mean, actually, you could go to open benchmarking and do it, but like this is taking too long. Just some basic tests. I don't know. Maybe I will revisit this. I think it would be cool to feature an open source tool like Phoronix if I could get it to behave the way I need it to. I would like to feature this, but as it stands right now, it's there's too much going on. Sears chat. Oh, that's the one it found. John the Ripper is probably a good one, but again, it's gonna take forever. Hannah Montana. I mean, it's gonna be. Let me put it this way: it's gonna be horror themed, like not funny, but like spooky themed. And the fate of Egee is going to be in question. And I'm really looking forward to doing some like like movie sort of stuff. Satanic edition. I don't know if I could make something like that work without it being too campy, I would try. But I think that those distros are just are meant to be funny. And I mean the what I have in mind isn't supposed to be funny. So here's that application I wanted to show you guys. There's a bunch of distros based on Arch. You don't think Ubuntu is an issue. People wanting to create all kinds of distros without coming up with really focusing on quality. All right. How many of you have seen this tool before? This is called GTK stress testing. And let me move it to the right so you guys can see it. And it is made by a fine gentleman by the name of Roberto. And it's on GitHub. You guys have seen this. Oh, it's on GitLab, actually. My mistake. And it is written in C. Oh, this is Python. Okay. So this thing is Python. And you can have it get more information. Oh, it needs some modules. Wait a second. Why would it need extra modules? Huh, maybe, I don't know. That's strange. When I did this before, it just asked for my password. Now it's saying something's not available. I don't know how it works. Karen OS. A distro with ASMR application used to calm angry ladies. Okay. Nice GUI for Python. It's just GTK. But we've got stress tests and we've got benchmarks. Let's do it. I don't know how I feel about using a tool like this for a benchmark video. I don't know if it'll work, but this is another option. So yeah, there's all these other benchmarks in here, but there's actually more than I was expecting, to be honest. Memory, sysbench, systester. Isn't there an open source sort of thing that is similar? Geekbench is fine. What the thing that's missing with Geekbench is I/O stuff. And is the last episode going to be EGOS? I don't know. That's an idea. Why are there so many benchmarks? I don't know. The ultimate OS stress test is blowing a hot air gun onto your computer. Sysbench. I mean, let's try TO bench. Maybe MySQL bench should be okay. I don't know. Most reliable benchmarking. It's a Perl thing. I think that's a Perl library though. Benchmarks for MariaDB. What the hell? Run all tests. I don't know. That could be interesting. libmicro. Oh, hey, here you go. Tool to benchmark interactivity? Interbench? Sure. Let's give it a try. Oh, man. And before the last episode of Serpent OS. Aren't these synthetic benchmarks kind of pointless? Yeah. Yeah, it depends on how you compare them. Empirically speaking, yes, they are pointless. But when you take two similarly configured systems, it's obviously not a large data set, but it's something. And I think that I think on YouTube especially, it's important to think about the entertainment value as well as the informational value. So a big part of making videos, to me anyway, like with distro delves and with this possible benchmark series, is that it has to be interesting and fun for people to watch. Enjoyable, maybe, is probably a better term. So, is the data useful? Yes, under the right lens, it is useful. But if you're looking to use these benchmarks are not meant to be used as kind of like a gospel of what is good and what's bad. Just like memory usage isn't a good indicator of performance. Yeah, the feeling I think is important, and that's why I like to show gaming stuff in distro delves, because a lot of times benchmarks will say it did this well or it did this bad, and then you play it and it's totally different. I think the GTA benchmark is probably the best example of that, where the benchmark results are usually really static. It's always like between, 15 to say 22 frames a second. But then you get into it and some distros stutter bad, and then some distros it runs it just perfectly. So if you say it feels fast, yeah, it's about how it feels and how responsive it is. And that also deals with the UI, like if I click home, look how long it's taken. Like that's bad. That feels bad. That is like that does not feel good when you click something and it takes seconds to open. So benchmarks are just a number flex. When you compare them, I think that's where the information becomes useful. But it has to be done in a way that makes sense. What's that thing that people always say? There's lies, damn lies, and statistics. I think that there's a little bit of truth to that. Oh, I'm opening all these damn terminals. So I'm opening this back up because I already forgot what we downloaded. Hey. Oh, benchmark, I bet. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to go through these and try these. Oh, no. Okay, whew. Sometimes resizing a VirtualBox window can screw things up really bad. Okay, so we have enter bench. Okay, we're off to a roaring start. What's the thing? It's what? It's just a bunch of docs? Was this packaged wrong? No manual entry. There's no binary. Oh no, there it is right here. It's in bold. What am I missing? Am I missing something? Solus has got a great small repo, and it feels fast. Yeah, Solus is good. Solus is good. I don't know what's going on here, so let's just move on to the next one. It's just a bunch of docs. It always was. What is happening? Oh my god. Do you guys know what happened? Can somebody please out me? What have I done wrong here? Does anybody know? This is my workstation. This is not the VM. This is my workstation terminal. The VM is right here. That was pretty bad. Oh boy. Well, that just happened. That's why streams are so fun. Okay, so this looks interesting. Well, actually, let's just use ksysguard for the entertainment value. Why are you benchmarking a VM? Because I'm just testing these applications. I just want to see what the interface and stuff is like. Oh shoot. Uh-oh. I think that this just hosed up the VM. There we go. Okay. We don't need network history. There we go. All right. Maybe you can create a custom benchmark. Yeah, I could, but that would take a lot of work, and I would rather be making videos for you guys and not writing code that people have already written. Like there's already benchmarks, you know? So it says 800,000 loops per millisecond read from file. Okay, so this is I/O. Creating file for read load. Okay, I like this. I like where this is going. Oh wow. Benchmarking simulated load of CPU audio? Wow. I'm gonna take notes of this one. This is interbench. That's cool. I don't really know what it's doing, but it looks cool. I'll take it. IOPS. Should I just switch into root maybe? If you're gonna harass me every single time I run an application, I'm just gonna switch to root. Then what are you gonna do? IOPS is an I/O benchmarking tool that performs random reads and writes on block devices. I see. Are there any examples? Okay. Oh, there's an example section right here. What the fuck, dude? Okay. I can hear the hard drive going right now. Is there any hard drive sound ASMR? There's gotta be. I don't know how good that would be though. I don't know. How about A drive, like floppy drive ASMR? I come on, I can't be the only person that likes the sounds of hard drives and floppy disk drives and stuff. Threads 32? Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can have 32 threads. What CPU are you emulating? What do I do with this data though? Time in seconds. I guess I could time it like this. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like this actually. Yeah, we could do that. Sure. I like it. HDD ASMR exists? You found my ASMR channel? Uh-oh. How did you manage that? Oh, okay. IOR is no good. IO zone. Oh, whoa. Examples. Give me examples. Instead of use time. Hyperfine. What's that? Oh, it won't run because this is open in the background. I'll look up Hyperfine a little bit. On GitHub. Okay. We'll go there in just a moment. What? What's it called? This is Hyperfine. MySQL slap? Why? please link this hard drive ASMR for research purposes. You need a SQL server running. We're not going to do that right now. Sysbench. Silverblue is basically one of the few desktops you could see being desktop. Oh, distros being desktop. I know how to read, I swear. I don't know. It has a lot of limitations that normal desktops don't have. So it would need to overcome those, or people would need to adjust. And given that people have already so many good options to choose from, I don't see a reason to adjust. So I don't see Silverblue becoming standard of anything. And Endless OS is already doing the immutable thing, so they're not really like they're not first in the game basically. And maybe they were, but I think that Endless OS is probably more known for it at this point. Heppel. I don't know. Sysbench could work. Ooh, Sysbench. I don't know what just came out of my mouth, but I did not mean to say that. TO bench. TO test? Oh, that was it? That was the fastest test ever. I love it. Nice. Okay, TO test or TO bench could work. Endless OS has better implementation of the file system thing than Silverblue. Silverblue will surely overcome these. Linux is yet too much to face something. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, yeah, there are benefits, yeah, but you have to you'd have to sell it, and desktop users don't care with what an immutable file system is. They don't. You just you just came into the words. I love it. Endless is a low key mess. It is what it is, I guess. Okay. You wanted me to look up hyperfine. Let's keep this on top just for funsies. Probably not this, huh? Portable MRIs? I don't think this is the hyperfine we're looking for. Oh, a command line benchmarking tool. See? This is exactly what I was hoping to get out of this stream. It's written in Rust? That makes me like it even more. Where does it say that? Yes. I like it. You're using haiku? Ooh, I like this. Yeah, this looks good. Do you have any more? Do you have anything else like this? This is perfect. This is exactly the kind of stuff I was hoping for. This is fantastic. Yeah, this is great. It's heavily inspired by Bench. Bench is a command line tool which is a more powerful alternative to time. Okay, good deal. Hello over there in India. Hope everything is well. Maybe Gtop instead of Htop. Gtop isn't really readily available though. It's got to be something I can easily get. It needs to be easily gotten. Is this the thing that's written in... Oh, Gtop. Okay, I was thinking of the Bash one. What? It's an NPM module now? Oh, you don't see many user facing applications written in Node that are distributed on NPM. Real gentlemen use Chrome. Chromo. Oh, Chrome? Yeah, anything can be a module, but people don't usually distribute. Well, I guess it's not a GUI application, is it? It's just a thing. If you want to use MVM, yeah, I would have to set up NVM though. This should be fine. It installed npx too? Oh, it did. Wow, that's weird. npx would be better than npm for this, but whatever. Gentoo or Arch. Open Chrome and your PC will catch on fire. Hey, hey. This is pretty cool. We open up Firefox. Nice. All right, I dig it. Can you install pen testing tools on Solus? Maybe, but I don't think Solus would be your the best choice for that. Oh man, look at Node. Look at the memory that Node's using. 2.5%, I guess that is. Let's compare that to HTOP. HTOP is using 0.1% versus GTOP's oops versus GTOP's 2%. Yeah, it is what it is. It's not good or bad, it just is. All right, that's enough of this. Um, let's go out with the bang and hose the system up. What do you guys think? Let's go old school. Don't you dare tell me the permission is denied. How dare you talk to me like that? Now you'll be punished. SE Linux, what's that doing on here? How did this get here? OpenSUSE doesn't use SE Linux, does it? That's new. Yeah. So you know what? Actually, I don't really, not sure how I feel about doing this. Um, I like this just feels weird. I'm doing this on my workstation. I'm deleting a bunch of stuff. This doesn't feel good. Oh, Yast probably won't open, huh? Oh, yeah, well. Don't forget to leave some apps open. I have an idea. I've got plans for this. I'm going to do forbidden things. Like, let's change some kernel settings. Let's change it to no op. Watch this. Oh, it's gone. I just close it out when it's mid configuration change. I like the user login icon as a picture of like looks like 3 dogs. I'm all right with that. All right, so let's do. So are these updates? Yeah, it wants to install a bunch of stuff. Okay, let's check this out. Let's get some kernel stuff. The standard kernel, default. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. I guess I can't do those, huh? Yast control center looks ugly. I actually don't think. Things are fine. Yeah, here we go. Real-time kernel. Let's do that. Let's get some development stuff too. Okay, so we're gonna install a kernel and a whole just like a ton of shit. Look at this. Download boost license. What the hell, dude? Okay, we're gonna let that go. And then what's something else that is like a process? Maybe sysconfig might be kind of fun. Do suicide Linux. Egee wants to write a new distro. What do you make of this? Just one more distro, I guess. That's kind of my thoughts. Oh, goody, another distro. When there are already so many. Smart maybe? Let's just change the configurations of everything. Mail, postfix. Are these all? There we go. I don't know what this stuff does. I'm just changing stuff. Snapper, sure. BTRFS. There's great news. Yeah, he doesn't like NVIDIA for some reason because they're bad. NVIDIA bad. Local hosed because this system is going to be hosed after we're done with it. Where'd the kernel stuff go? I somehow missed it. Oh, there's not really a whole lot you can do, really. Banned CPUs, 1, 3. All right, here we go. Confirm each command. Boom! Save changes to the file and blow the process away. The system is going to be completely hosed up. Configure some SCSI stuff. So Alpine. Yeah, nobody's requested Alpine, but yeah, I'd like to see it on the show. It'd be fun. What's this? Restart. Start on demand. Initiator name. Let's put a typo in there. Connected targets. Nothing. Discover targets. Nothing. Discovery. Bah. Let's get this thing going. Threaten it with a live USB. I don't have a live USB around actually. I can't threaten it with anything. Let's just close that out. Where is my USB? Oh, it's over by the Distro Delves PC. I was working on something. Post configuration. We don't need that. We don't need that one either. Let's just get that out of there. New Kerberos server. Partitioner. We could host something out. Egee's a poet, and he does. What did I say? Did I say something cool? That happens from time to time. I think I ended up downloading too much stuff. This is gonna take. Oh, we're almost done actually. 218 out of 253. When you finish messing up the VM. Oh, trust me. I got plans. I don't know. Messing with the swap might actually just completely hose up the computer. I don't think I want to do that. Where's the USB? Oh, it's over by the other PC. Configure your sound card. Not configured. Advanced setup. Hell yeah. Did you guys even know you could do this? Like advanced setup for your sound cards? This sounds like Windows XP. I love everything about it. Set it to 1 for Xbox if you have problems with AC. What? Okay. Install some malware. Some malware. There we go. Oh, Wait, huh? There's no. What are you talking about? Do you not like the space right here? Oh, okay. Oh, I thought that was description. Okay, that's fine. There, we put some malware in there. I love it when German companies screw up the German translation. Oh, buggy semaphore. Yeah, let's flip that to on. Oh, now we're installing stuff. Oh, it hosed up. Oh, no, we're okay. That's different. Come on, I've got the little red skull of death. Did you just hear about semaphores? You did. This looks like Windows. Actually, the whole system stopped. Oh, it was waiting for me. I didn't realize that it paused the whole system when you pulled that out. Huh. I'm waiting for it to start configuring the kernel, and then I'm going to pull the plug on it. Spoiler alert. We already dicked around with the kernel settings, didn't we? How about Service Manager? Let's blow some services away. Can you make a video on installing NVIDIA's drivers on clear Linux? Oh boy, that would be a lot of work. Those drivers don't like being installed. Oh shoot, I just hit the wrong key. What did that do to the stream? Did you guys even see anything? I accidentally dropped to a TTY. What the hell just happened? Did it show the TTY for a minute? Oh, here's kernel. You froze and then it went black. Screen went black. That's funny. Okay. That's because I dropped to a TTY. My mistake. I won't let it happen again. Can I just move the install progress like a slider bar? Just move it over here a little bit. No TTY. Let's just get rid of some stuff, shall we? Maybe fonts. I don't think we need those. Just get rid of everything. What are you installing? Just like a ton of stuff. Yeah, TTY is an X11, so the OBS shouldn't be able to see it. Yeah, it's probably true. That is true. There's your real-time kernel. This is where we pull the plug and do a hard reset. Can we drop back in? Is it worth to have a swap file? Not usually. Desktop applications need very quick memory access, and if they can't access the memory fast enough, then it becomes very, very sluggish. So swap stuff is not really good for desktop applications. Okay, well, oh, really? What is a real-time kernel? It's just different. It's just a different thing. Wow, amazingly, we still got into the system. You want me to run that, Robert? I will. Wow, I'm stunned that we were able to access this. Well, the desktop hasn't shown up yet, though. Ah, okay. I wonder if I can drop to a TTY in here. Input. Insert host key combo. Okay, we have that. Sure, actually, yeah, let's log out. See if we can get to the login screen. Input is what I need. Oh, okay. Is there a way to hold keys? Oh, I got the desktop. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm in a TTY. You can. Okay. Oh, what is the hell is going on? You're gonna take off, Flavio? It's good having you here. Right control alt F4 F1. No? Now I'm in a TTY. Okay. There, now I'm back in a TTY. All right. Now can I copy that command? No, I bet you can't because there's no X11. Okay, that's fine. Rip. What did I do wrong? Of equals probably. Oh, this shit again. Here we go. Yeah. You know what I should have done is fork bomb this thing. Well, that's it. You're watching the VM melt down, self-destruct. How do I make this go away? Oh. Yeah, it's going. It's still going actually. It seems okay. Int main, return main. It didn't kill itself. You did. That virtual box, or yeah, it is actually kind of messed up, isn't it? Oh wow, it's all screwed up. The scaling is completely messed. How is it taking this long and it's not? It hasn't died yet. Hmm. Now I'm starting to question that it's actually doing what we told it to. I don't know. What did I tell it to do? To dev 0? You mean dev null maybe? Destroy everything? Guys, I don't know what to do here. I've tried to kill this thing and it won't die. It will not die. Just destroy. That didn't do anything. I don't know how to kill it. Is it because of the BTRFS file system? That didn't work though. How about, can we just do this? Log. Ah, okay. Just remove, you want me to remove plasma? All right, we're turning this thing into a 32-bit or a 64-bit only operating system. There you go. Everything seems fine. No, we can't do that. Sys? Oh, Manjaro just report announced today that they're not doing the 32-bit thing anymore. Is that right? That's crazy. Oh, it's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is gone. We have lost the VM. There. Wow, this title bar is all screwed up. All right. Oh, I think that that's gonna wrap it up for the stream. I think that we've had fun. I've got some good data. Let me save this actually into my notes. Okay, I've saved the recommendations that you guys have, and my workstation is still good as ever. All right, folks, it's been fun. I hope that you enjoyed the stream. I will see you guys next weekend. And of course, stay tuned for more Distro Delves episodes tomorrow and Monday. Everybody be safe, stay healthy.